A very common mistake, mainly made by parents, is to throw the child into the water hoping they will learn to swim. Some animals learn to swim instinctively. Humans don't. At least not everyone. This mistake can create phobias such as the fear of deep water or simply the fear of being underwater. The second very common mistake of people learning to swim is to think that the fear will disappear. I learned how to swim since I was 7 years old, and the fear of drowning has never disappeared. If you want to learn to swim calmly, removing your fear is not a solution. 2 years ago, on a vacation, I got scared of drowning. I wasn't scared only for myself, but for Mariana as well. Mariana couldn't swim more than 10 seconds in a swimming pool without stopping. She wanted to learn, and since then, we have been swimming at least twice a week. When we went on a vacation, we took a snorkeling tour. On the boat, we were given the option to wear a life vest. I decided not to use one so that I could go down and appreciate the marine life more closely. Mariana asked me if she would need one, and since she had already swam 100 meters without getting tired, I told her that she didn't need one. The water wasn't that deep, but it was covered in coral. Mariana, jumping from the boat, cut herself a little when her foot bumped into the coral. She kept calm and everything was going well. She swam a little and she started to get tired. She yelled at me and I went to see what was wrong. She told me that she was tired and she couldn't go back to the boat because it was too far away. She began to cling to me out of desperation and we both began to sink. At that moment, I felt real fear. I told her something not very helpful. Keep calm. It's the most common advice that experts tell you. But anxiety comes from the subconscious, from the amygdala, and by definition, we cannot control it at that moment. My brother is the one with lifeguard training, but he was far away. If you're already nervous right now, make sure you watch until the end of the video. Luckily, people in the group saw what was happening. They came over and lent Mariana a life vest that one of them didn't need. It's not the first time I was scared in the water, but it serves to illustrate two things. The first is that the fear of drowning never goes away. It doesn't matter how skilled of a swimmer you are. The second is actually the third most common mistake, thinking that floating is easier than swimming. In reality, floating vertically is much more difficult than swimming. I didn't think about it at the time, but Mariana could have turned on her back and swum with me to the boat like this. Swimming like this doesn't require much effort, but neither of us was prepared for that moment. Before I tell you the fourth most common mistake, I need to tell you something important. Congratulations on getting to this point in the video. Maybe it hasn't been easy without panicking a bit. Knowing what the most common mistakes are is already half of the solution. But if you want us to take you step by step to learn how to swim despite your fear, we created 11 videos on YouTube just for that. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to learn more about it. The fourth most common mistake is thinking that your fear is irrational and abnormal. Unfortunately, thousands of people every year drown, and the fear of going underwater is very common. In the United States alone, where they have statistics for everything, it is estimated that 46% of the population is afraid of going underwater. We researched and developed a proven 11 video method to teach people with fear of deep water to swim and float. It's already working for people in our YouTube channel in Spanish. If you want to learn more about the program, click here. If you just want to see another swimming video for beginners, click here. See you there. Swim fast!